Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to enter the cheat. So this should be a pretty short video. I have the cheats written down just so that it's a lot easier for me to be able to freaking do them rather than have to look them up every time. I recommend running in a piece of paper and pen or pencil right now if you want to teach for Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. As I will be saying them, and then I will show you how to enter them. The beginning cheat, in order to actually start the cheat, is L2, R2, R2, L2, R2, L2, L2, R2, 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 L2. Now with that said, I'm going to start so you can see that these cheats actually do work. Most of them are pretty simple to enter, don't take really any time, and you do not have to enter them while in combat. They do not have an expiration limit or a limit at all, really. Alright, knowing that you've entered the first cheat, you enter it by opening the quick menu or inventory map and all that, and then you enter it from here. Do not press L1 or R1 or any other button but the L2 and R2 when doing this. When finished entering it, press select again and it will be entered. Then the next cheat you should enter is up, down, left, down, right, right. This is invincibility, and when I enter it, you should be able to hear the click it makes. If you heard that little click, it sounded like I got money or something if you played it before. That click tells you that you have entered the cheat. It's also a way of being able to tell if your cheat was disactivated while you were in the menu on accident and all that. Next cheat I'm going to enter is infinite ammo. It is up, down, left, right, left, left. Now I'm going to show you that these cheats are actually working by trying to kill myself and it not being possible. Mind you, it is literally not possible to kill yourself while these cheats are active, such as invincibility. If you know the fuel air rocket from the Chinese army, you know it does a lot of damage. But watch my health. As you see, my health bar didn't even appear, meaning that I took no damage. Next, I'm going to enter the fuel cheat, which is up 3 times and down 3 times. As you see in the corner, I just got my fuel. There is no money cheat yet, and there is no... what was the other one most people were asking about? Well, if I remember later, I'll tell you guys. Next is the vehicle cheat, which is up, down, left, right, right, left. Mind you, sometimes it takes a minute to load these cheats due to the fact that it's adding a lot of stuff to your inventory. Next, I'll do the costume cheat. This is the one most people want because the Fiona's missions don't always end up being very helpful. Usually in the fact that the grenade one, you usually end up using that one gas tank, and you always have to end up rebuying it or reloading if you didn't complete it. So the cheat is up, right, down, left, up. Although I already have the cheat activated, it still made the click sound that notified me that it was entered. So if you're entering cheats multiple times and you think you didn't hear the right click, You can enter it multiple times. Be warned, cheats such as invincibility and infinite ammo, if entered again, disable. So make sure by testing that it's still active before you try doing anything crazy. Next, I'll do the airstrike cheat, which is right, left, down, up, right, left, down, up. This does not supply you with nuclear bunker busters. The nuke has its own cheat, just to tell anybody who thinks that they can enter this cheat multiple times and get all airstrikes. The nuke cheat is up, up, down, down, left, right. That supplies you with, I believe, half a full stock of nukes, so like 35 or 34. So you would have to enter it twice to get a full stock, or more times to get over maximum stock. Which, having over maximum doesn't really do much, because all in all, you're not going to use that many of them, most likely. Next, this cheat is only useful if you're at the very beginning of the game and you would like to steal helicopters right off the back rather than have to do some of the missions. It's the grappling hook cheat, and it is up, left, down, right, up. This is another cheat that can be entered multiple times if you weren't sure it entered properly the first time. The next cheat is the last cheat I have, and the last cheat I'm aware of. It is the supply drop cheat, which will supply you with more of even Fiona's favorites and Blanco's favorites. And as you see, I am carrying Blanco's 44 Magnum or 45. Let me check. It's a 50 cal. His 50 cal revolver. What makes it special is its ability to fire faster than a sniper. Does about the same damage though. So don't be expecting to blow up a car with one shot with this just because it says 50 cal. But it is very useful. The cheat for supply drop is left, right, left, up, left, up. Just to warn you, supply drops after using a cheat. If you pick up a supply drop that you called in, the marker for the supply drop will stay on the area that you destroyed it at. Say if I dropped one right here, I'll put down a C4 and mark it. If I was to break the box like that and pick up the equipment, the marker for the box would still be there. I still have not figured out if this is a player glitch or if it is a system glitch. As if you ever notice that, you will also notice that supply drops that are already out in the field, such as in missions, once you destroy them, the marker disappears. I've not figured out if they're only supposed to be in certain areas at certain times, or if it's the mark that you had that dropped in earlier, and that the weapon should still be near that marker. Either way, it does get annoying if you call in multiple supply drops in a small area, because you will not be able to tell what the supplies you've dropped in after so many have been dropped in one area. Because they will all seem that like the same beacon is on one thing. So it's hard to really tell, but overall, that's the only annoying part about it. So as long as you're calling in the supplies in different spots, you'll be fine. Another thing about infinite ammo is that it allows you to drop a lot of C4, which sometimes can cause very bad glitches and lags. As you're gonna see, when I drop a total of 9 here, and I shoot one, it really slowed down for a second. And as if you see me holding now, I just hit the trigger for the C4. Sometimes, even though they were exploded, you will still have an explosion sound go off again. I've not figured out if this is somewhere else in the game, like when the C4 blocks got shot off somewhere, or if it's just the fact that they exploded without the trigger being hit the first time. Either way, it's not very good though, because the more C4 you place before hitting the trigger, the more likely you're gonna lag out to the point the system is gonna fail. I've had this happen multiple times with this game. One of the main lags that this game has is with certain small helicopters. When you are shooting down larger helicopters with the infinite ammo cheat, it will sometimes just freeze up in the middle of destroying one. Such as a large helicopter exploding mid-air, it will freeze up and you won't be able to do anything. So you would have to turn off your system and do it all over again. The best thing to do is actually use a better helicopter. I haven't figured out exactly what makes that glitch happen. All I know is it only seems to happen with small helicopters with guns. Such as the Rogue, the Toucans, and pirate helicopters. None of the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese, or the American helicopters seem to do it. So as long as you're using one of the bigger helicopters, you're fine with that. Another main thing about using the fuel cheat is you want to watch your fuel in the film, but you don't want to have to call in that cheat multiple times. And sometimes, instead of giving you oil, after calling it in twice with full oil, you might end up losing all your oil, including the oil tanks you bought. I don't know if this is something to make sure people don't try to get above maximum full fuel, or if it's just a glitch. All I do know is I've had it happen multiple times, and luckily I saved before I did it. So, if you don't want to try losing your fuel, just don't do it. You just enter it once, and if you're not sure, go to exit out of your map, and then go look and see if you got more fuel. If you don't, then enter it again. Otherwise, do not enter it multiple times. And if you have figured out why you keep getting supply crates after 70 or 75%, I would like you to send a comment, write a comment at the bottom, because I still have not figured out why, and apparently somebody told me that it's gotta do something about a certain mission and how you do it. So if you know exactly what that mission is and how you have to do it, I would like to know, because honestly, I would like to learn where all 100 locations are, so that I can actually see what all 100 things are that they've hidden in this game. Because if you've already found out, they've had things from other games, such as Crypto's ray gun from Destroy All Humans and all. So, they've kind of mixed in other games into this. So, I want to exactly see what all they've put together. So, since I'm almost out of time, thank you. This is Speedy _CMS from PSN, and I hope you watch again.